up, guys? So I'm going to be installing some aftermarket seats today. Now, they're not like Corbeau or Sparco or Momo or anything like that, but I just can't stand my current seats. They're just really uncomfortable. I mean, they're over 16 years old. So some things you're going to need to do this for your 2002 WRX. It's pretty much universal, but anyway, you're going to need sockets, ratchets, maybe extensions for the sockets. You're also going to need the seats, the aftermarket brackets. You have to have aftermarket brackets. You cannot just install the seat alone, okay? Just the slider is not good enough. You have to have aftermarket brackets, so keep that in mind. You can find them at, Energy sometimes has them, nrg.com, I think is the website. Amazon has them, and none of these are sponsored, of course, but just those are some ideas of where you can get them. So first step you want to do is unplug your positive battery terminal, as I have done already, because if your battery, well, you don't want to let it connect at all. If your battery is connected and your car has the airbags installed, then it's going to make them set off, and that's just, that can be dangerous. So take that off first. Second step is, of course, lining up your brackets, making sure that your brackets actually line up properly. I know it's kind of hard to do with the seat in the car, but essentially you're just gonna what I do is I sit the bracket on the seat, and then I check to make sure that this will match up with this mounting point, and vice versa. I do it for all four corners. So yeah, I'm gonna since I've already done that, I'm gonna take out the passenger side seat, since I do have to work today, just in case anything happens, like any mistakes happen or whatever, or something like stops me from being able to continue. I'm not gonna like freak out. I'm just gonna do the passenger first. So first I gotta figure out which size these are. I'm almost wondering if they're the same size pretty much all around, because a lot of cars have like the same size. Yeah, it seems like it's 9/16. So I'm gonna go ahead and start getting that done. Actually, I'll use my extension just to make it easier. You might have to use some WD-40 just because they've been sitting a long time. Fortunately, mine are actually pretty easy to take out so far, but I would recommend using some WD-40 just to make it a little bit easier, because the threads, they're kind of old, so they could kind of like, make it more difficult to get out. It is attached to the chassis of your car, which is, you kind of want it to be difficult to get out. You don't want them to break easily. So that's kind of a good thing. So now there's going to be the two in the bag. I'm just going to scoot this all the way forward, just give myself some space. So I'm still trying to figure out what the hell that is. I think it's some type of amp sub combo. I'm not even sure though. I don't think it works. I never really noticed it. But anyway, it doesn't have any names on it or anything, so no information whatsoever. So I have no freaking clue. I'm pretty sure it's just an amp sub setup, but anyway. So you got these covers right here, just pop right off. And then you just got those two bolts. So these two are also 9/16, so we're fortunate in that respect that they're all the same size. Because if they were not the same size, they're not exactly 9/16, they're probably like, I don't know, metric to standard conversion. They're probably not the exact same, but it locks on and it loosens it, and it doesn't like twist or cause any issues, so I'm not too worried about that. Wow, that was barely even on. So once you get those guys pulled, since the battery is disconnected, you're going to want to disconnect the airbag sensor, while it's off. You don't want to do it while it's on. While the car is on. So this clip is a royal pain in the ass because you have to push this piece down first and then slide this back and then pull it out, which is a real pain in the ass. Now it's time for the trickiest part, getting the seat out. So basically what I did was I had to use a flathead screwdriver just to get it pried in there and then push it back and then just fucking yank on it because it would not come out. I didn't damage anything, but it was just a real pain in the ass to get out. But now I gotta actually take the seat out, which is the most difficult part. Generally what I do is I'll take out the front bottom piece where your legs will rest. I take that part out first. I kind of like tilt it out this way. You'll see. But that's just generally what I will do. Making sure you don't damage any of your panels or anything in the process. Now's the time to vacuum. Now I'm not going to do that today because I don't have much time, but if you have a lot of gunk under there, this would be the perfect time. Also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tuck this wire. This is the service restraint system wire. I'm going to tuck this in inside the car so that it's not in the way. So under the carpet, that's just what I'm doing. I just don't want it to get snagged on anything. But I don't know if you can tell, but right here, can you see? Well, that narcotic is in the way. Anyway, so right here, I just tucked it in under this little flap. I'm just gonna keep tucking and then there, so it doesn't get snagged. And then now I'm going to test to see if the other bracket actually fits in place. Just want to make sure before I put it all together. It's there, 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 and there. Cool, we're good. Let's see, don't want to keep that above or below. You know what, now would be the good time to test to see if this actually even works. Okay, so I replugged the battery on just temporarily. Let's go ahead and, I'm gonna have to reset everything. Alright. Source. Oh, that's right, I don't have any. Oh, the antenna works.
One thing that doesn't change on your radio, Warm 106.9 continues to play today's hits and yesterday's favorites for real music variety.
I'm only one call away. I'll be there to save the day. Superman got nothing.
This thing doesn't even work.
I'm only one call away.
Well, either way, I think I might just keep it there just because I don't have anywhere else to put it right now, and it's actually kind of in a good spot. Maybe I can figure out if it's a wiring issue. But it doesn't say anything on the back, like, there's no information at all. So, I mean, high cut and gain. That's all I've got, but I don't know what brand it is, so I don't know what to look for. Anyway, this matches up, so I'm gonna go mount that to the actual car seat. Just comparison of the two. This one was in my Lancer originally, so you know, I took it out, and that's why the seatbelt's on there. But this is the stock Subi one. You can kind of see there's actually even a difference in height a little bit, and you know, it looks like it's got better support. I mean, you know, it's all a matter of perspective, really. But I just gotta swap out that seatbelt, which on this side, this is the passenger side, like I said. So it's, what size was that? Where are you? It's a 15 millimeter. So I'm probably gonna be selling these seats. I don't know, but I'm not sure yet. But I'm gonna borrow that seatbelt because I hate that long ass one. It's just ungodly. One thing I forgot to record, the seat, I think this is the seatbelt. Yeah, this is the seatbelt plug. They connect, let's see, where are they? So they go under the seat, and they connect to this bracket right here, and it slides in like this. It just kind of slides over like that. You're gonna have to take that off so you can add that to your new car seats. Just, you know, it just connects to the seatbelt. But that way, your stupid seatbelt light doesn't show up, and then if you get pulled over or whatever, and the cops are like, "Oh, you're not wearing a seatbelt." Well, yeah, you are. It's just the stupid light doesn't work. But anyway, so that's pretty much what you got to do. Rust all over that, Ew. Glad to be getting rid of these. So by the time you're done installing all the bolts and the seat belts and plugging back that seatbelt connector for the light and the dash, you should look a bit like this. Personally, I think it makes it look like it's a lot more aggressive. Looks a lot cooler, looks a lot cleaner, kind of matches everything in the car. So yeah, that's what it should look like. You can tell they're nice and sturdy. I'm shaking them, nice and sturdy. Anyways, that's all I got time for today. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this helps you in your goals with your 2002 WRX or 2002 Impreza. I don't know if the 2.5 RS is also the same way, but it's pretty much a universal way of doing your seats. I mean, because there's generally 4 bolts and then the seat belt and then, you know, the airbags depending on the car. But that's just about how you're supposed to do it. So some of them, I want to get the ones that have the side mounts that are, you know, they bolt to the car and then they side mount to the bottom of the seat. But that's for the future. For right now, this is what I've got, and I'm actually pretty happy with it. The only downside is that I sit significantly lower than I did prior. So that's kind of, you know, that's the one downside. But these do like slide, they do recline. I mean, recliner. I gotta deal with my hand to get, you know, back to normal. Generally, more times than not, or more often than not, you know, the seat will be higher. Like I tried putting these ones in my girlfriend's 2002 Celica, but unfortunately it didn't exactly work how we wanted it to. It was way too high, and the headliner was touching my head, which meant that it was not safe for driving, because if you get in a frontal collision, dead. So I didn't like that, so she gave them to me, and they're in here now. Like I said, they are smaller, about like 2 or 3 inches maybe, and they do have a lower dip, which the other ones that were in here stock were adjustable, which was nice, but at the same time they were really uncomfortable. These ones, they feel a lot more snug, like, you know, I'm not going to go too far left or right. Eventually I will be installing a harness bar, but that's for another time when I have you know, more money. But other than that, that's all I got for you guys today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.